Welcome to the Great Garden channel. Here, I share with you practical knowledge and experience in growing and caring for ornamental plants, especially orchids. In today's video, I will provide a detailed guide on how to care for your orchid when its leaves have completely turned yellow and also when the plant is rotting, a condition that many orchid growers often encounter. Don't worry, with just a very simple ingredient, you can completely revive your orchid, helping it become healthy again and bloom brilliantly as before. The wonderful thing is that this method is not complicated at all, and anyone can do it right at home. So, if you love orchids and want your plants to always stay green and healthy, don't miss this video. If you are new, please subscribe to the Great Garden channel, so you won't miss the effective and natural plant care tips that I will share in the upcoming videos. Here, I have a Phalaenopsis orchid that has rotted and lost its top, with yellowing leaves. Usually when people see this condition, they might think the plant is completely ruined and rush to throw it away. But in reality, that's not the case. Phalaenopsis orchids are very resilient plants. Even if the top is damaged, they still have the ability to regenerate from the roots and the remaining base. To restore this orchid, the first and most important step is to remove all the remaining yellow leaves at the base of the plant. These yellow leaves are often a sign that the plant has been attacked by fungal disease. After removing the yellow leaves, apply cinnamon powder to the rotted stem. Its natural antibacterial and antifungal properties help dry the wound and prevent the fungus from spreading. Do not water the plant for a week. Keeping the stem and base dry is crucial for recovery. After patiently waiting for a week, you will notice that the infected part of the orchid stem has dried out, with no signs of moisture, and the fungus has stopped spreading. This is a very good sign, indicating that the plant has temporarily escaped the risk of further infection. Now, let's take care of the orchid's roots. For Phalaenopsis orchids, the roots are vital. They determine the plant's health and ability to recover. You'll notice that in commercial cultivation, moss is often used as a growing medium because it retains moisture well, helping the plant stay hydrated during transport or mass care. However, when grown at home, moss can become a major cause of root rot. Its high water retention keeps the base constantly damp, creating ideal conditions for fungi to develop and attack the roots. For this reason, at this step, we need to completely remove all the old moss around the base of the plant. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. Next, I will use sterilized, specialized scissors to carefully cut away all the damaged roots. Removing these unhealthy roots helps eliminate the source of infection and allows the plant to focus its energy on nourishing the healthy roots. Please keep in mind that when cutting the roots, you should make clean, decisive cuts and avoid leaving any crushed or damaged sections. Any open or injured areas can serve as entry points for bacteria, which could lead to further infection and hinder the plant's recovery. Taking care with this step is crucial to ensure the orchid stays healthy and has the best chance to regenerate. After removing all the damaged roots, I will thoroughly rinse the remaining roots and base under clean running water. Washing carefully helps remove decayed root fragments, dirt, and any lingering fungal spores, while also cooling the roots and reducing the risk of bacterial growth. While rinsing, be gentle to avoid damaging the healthy root tips. This step also allows you to closely inspect the roots and check if any remaining sections still need to be removed. After rinsing, let the orchid dry completely for a few hours in a well-ventilated area with a gentle breeze, avoiding direct sunlight. To treat the roots after they have been cleaned and dried, I will continue using cinnamon powder, a natural ingredient that is highly effective in fighting bacteria, preventing fungal growth, and stimulating the development of new roots. I will take about 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder and dissolve it in 500 milliliters of boiling water. The boiling water helps extract the maximum beneficial compounds from the cinnamon powder, while also ensuring the solution is clean and free from any remaining bacteria. Then I will cover it and let the solution cool completely. Once the solution has completely cooled, I will strain it to remove the cinnamon residue, keeping only the clear liquid. Straining is essential because if the cinnamon particles remain, they can stick to the root surface when soaking or watering, blocking air exchange and nutrient absorption. Finally, I will dilute the strained cinnamon solution with about 1 liter of clean water. Diluting is very important because if the solution is too strong, the essential oils in the cinnamon could shock the orchid roots or even burn the young roots. Once the cinnamon solution is ready, I will gently place the entire base of the orchid into it for soaking. The ideal soaking time is about 15 to 20 minutes, just enough for the cinnamon's active compounds to penetrate deeply and take effect. While waiting for the orchid base to soak in the cinnamon solution, I will use the remaining solution to care for other orchids. I pour it into a spray bottle and gently mist it evenly over all the leaves and roots. Cinnamon has powerful antifungal and antibacterial properties. When diluted into a liquid and sprayed as a mist, it helps prevent fungal spores and harmful bacteria from settling on the leaves and roots. The thin layer of solution that coats the leaves acts like a natural protective barrier, reducing the risk of bacterial infections and limiting rot, especially in high humidity conditions. Moreover, cinnamon contains a variety of natural compounds that stimulate cell activity, promoting faster growth of young roots and making the leaves thicker, healthier, and more vibrant green. Regularly misting your orchids with the cinnamon solution not only serves as a natural disease prevention method, but also helps maintain uniform health across your entire orchid collection. This practice strengthens the leaves, supports robust root growth, and improves the overall vigor of the plants. As a result, when the orchids bloom, their flowers tend to be more vibrant, long-lasting, and richly colored. Over time, consistent use of this method contributes to a healthier, more resilient garden where all the orchids thrive together, displaying strong foliage, well-developed roots, and beautiful, enduring blooms. After about 20 minutes, once the base has soaked long enough, I will gently remove the orchid from the solution and let it drain briefly before replanting. The next step is preparing the growing medium. Here, I will use pine bark as the main medium because it is well aerated, retains just enough moisture without becoming waterlogged, and allows the orchid roots to breathe and grow healthily. When replanting, place the orchid base neatly in the pot, making sure not to bury it too deep to avoid excess moisture that could damage the base. Then, gradually add the prepared pine bark around the roots, gently shaking the pot so the gaps are filled evenly without packing it too tightly, allowing the roots enough space to grow.
Đúng rồi, chờ tí thôi cho xong rồi. Rồi xong anh Thằng gọi. Đấy xong rồi.
Replanting with pine bark provides the orchid with a clean, well-aerated environment, minimizing the risk of fungal infections and creating ideal conditions for the plant to quickly grow new roots and regain its vitality. To help retain moisture after planting, I will cover the surface of the pot with a thin layer of moss. This moss helps keep the medium consistently moist without drying out too quickly, while still allowing the roots to breathe. However, only a thin layer should be applied, avoiding a thick cover, because excess moisture can suffocate the roots and create favorable conditions for fungal growth. Finally, I will water the plant lightly with plain water to moisten the medium and help the roots adjust to the new environment. Then I will place the pot in a well-ventilated, shaded area with gentle airflow, avoiding direct sunlight that could shock the plant or cause excessive water loss. During this stage, maintaining stable humidity is very important. I will regularly mist the leaves and surrounding air lightly to create a cool, moist environment that helps the plant recover more easily. Results after 1 month. You can see new shoots emerging from the base of the orchid, vibrant green and full of life. These young shoots are a clear sign that the plant has recovered and is absorbing nutrients well from the new growing medium. In addition, new roots are gradually appearing, plump and healthy, firmly anchoring into the pine bark. These roots form the foundation for the plant's continued strong growth. As the young shoots grow, the orchid will start developing new leaves, bringing hope for a vibrant blooming season ahead. I will continue watering this orchid with a cinnamon and oat solution. With regular applications, the plant not only recovers faster, but also gains enough energy to nourish the new shoots, helping them grow strong with glossy green leaves, gradually preparing for flowering. Maintaining a routine of care using natural ingredients also ensures that the orchid grows sustainably, safely, and for the long term. After watering with the cinnamon and oat solution, I place the orchid in a well-ventilated shaded area. This helps the plant recover faster, while providing enough energy to nourish the new shoots, allowing them to grow strong with glossy green leaves and gradually prepare for flowering. Results after 3 months. The young shoot has now grown into a fully developed branch with healthy white roots firmly anchoring into the medium and lush green leaves full of vitality. This is a clear sign that the orchid has fully recovered and is no longer affected by the previous fungal infection. With the new shoot now growing strong, the orchid has enough energy to continue developing and may even bloom in the upcoming season. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like to support me. And if you love orchids or want to learn more simple and effective plant care tips, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss upcoming videos. Share this video with your friends or anyone who loves orchids so we can all create a vibrant garden together. Thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.